Hi, my name is Andre Gaffaro, and today I will be presenting FEMA's Individuals and Households Program. First, let's start with what is the Individuals and Households Program? Or IHP for short. So, that is FEMA's Individuals and Households Program is a program by FEMA that provides financial and direct service aid to survivors that do not have insurance or are underinsured. The aid given to the individuals is sort of a way for them to meet the basic needs of the survivors and supplement disaster recovery efforts. IHP, however, is not meant to be used as insurance as it cannot compensate the losses that were caused by the disaster. Next, the eligibility to be in the Individuals and Households Program. So the first thing is that the applicant has to be a U.S. citizen, a non-citizen national, or a qualified alien, that is the same thing as being a legal immigrant here in the country. Also, FEMA has to be able to verify the applicant's identity, as well as the applicant's insurance or disaster assistance cannot meet the needs caused by the disaster. The necessary expenses and serious needs of an applicant are directly caused by a declared disaster, and it has to be a declared disaster by the government. Next, we go to the Individuals and Households Program housing assistance. And this is FEMA determines the appropriate types of housing assistance for which an individual can receive housing. Individuals can receive multiple types of housing assistance, including a combination of direct services and financial assistance. Financial housing assistance are the funds that is provided by FEMA to individuals who are eligible for assistance. And here are the types of financial housing assistance. It is rental assistance. So this is renting alternate housing accommodations while an applicant doesn't have access to their residence due to the disaster. Please mind the errors. Lodging expense reimbursement. So this is reimbursement for hotels, motels, or other short-term lodging while an applicant is displaced from their primary residence. And home repair assistance, which is helping repair the displaced residence of an applicant with the necessary utilities in order to restore the residence to a safe and sanitary living conditions. And finally, there's replacement assistance, which is helping homeowners to replace the primary residence when it is destroyed by a disaster. The next one would be direct housing assistance. So FEMA can also provide direct housing assistance when applicants do not have the housing resources for rental assistance. And the different types of direct housing assistance begin with multifamily lease and repair, or MLR. So this program allows FEMA to enter into lease agreements with the owners of multifamily properties and provide temporary housing. There's also transportable temporary housing units. So it's a readily fabricated dwelling purchased or leased by FEMA, and it's provided to applicants as a use for temporary housing. There's also direct lease, which is having existing residential property to provide reasonable accommodations for those eligible applicants with a disability and other applicants with functional needs as well. And finally, there's permanent housing construction, which allows home and repair and or construction services provided in insular areas outside the US and other locations where no alternative housing resources are available to those applicants. And here are some of the limitations or requirements of the Individuals and Households Program. So there's some of them include duration of assistance, which is assistance is only limited to 18 months following the date of the disaster declaration, but it may be extended. Another would be documentation. So applicants may need to provide the documentation to help FEMA evaluate their eligibility, such as proof of ownership, occupancy, or more things like that. There's also the payment of assistance. So financial assistance is provided by a U.S. Treasury check or through electronic funds transferred into the applicant's bank account. So if they don't really have a bank account, it becomes sort of a struggle for FEMA, but FEMA has ways to work around it as well. And other than that, that would be the end of my presentation. And here are my sources. Thank you.